against some of the bigger fighters.
Quick, explosive, and elusive. Jai Opetaia is a true nightmare for any cruiserweight. He has already proven that he's ready to break his opponent's jaws, and now he's moving toward absolute dominance in the division. What makes him so great? Let's break it down. Jai Opetaia was born on January 4, 1995 in Sydney, Australia, to a family with Samoan roots. From a young age, he became passionate about boxing and trained under the guidance of his father.
Growing up around fighting, being a fighter was always who I was. I always thought I was capable of winning a world title.
Quickly showing his talent, he became a multiple-time Australian champion, both in junior and adult categories. On the international stage, Opetaia performed successfully in various tournaments, winning medals and making a strong name for himself. He represented Australia at the Olympics, but was eliminated early after a controversial loss. He continued to compete in amateur championships, regularly advancing to the final stages and adding to his medal collection. In 2015, Opetaia turned professional, starting his career with a confident win over a New Zealand opponent. From then on, he focused entirely on the professional ring. Each victory only strengthened his reputation. With every new fight, whether it was against Moses Havea in 2017 or Benjamin Kelleher in 2018, Opetaia kept growing and improving.
He wears one to the body
However, none of these fights truly tested Jai. In each one, he remained the favorite, and his opponents couldn't really push him to his limits. The turning point came on June 29, 2018, when Opetaia faced the experienced Australian Curtis Pegueraro. In the second round, he finished the fight with an impressive knockout to the body. This victory earned him the vacant IBF Pan-Pacific title and was also a successful defense of his WBO Asia-Pacific Cruiserweight title. After his impressive win over Pegueraro, Jai Opetaia's career gained momentum. He kept confidently defeating opponents and collecting new titles. First, he won by technical knockout in the 8th round against Navosa Iwata, showcasing his dominance in the ring. Then came a tough battle with Nicholas Charalampus, where Opetaia won by unanimous decision, claiming the vacant WBO Global Cruiserweight title. But the real test came in his fight against fellow Australian Mark Flanagan. In the 3rd and 7th rounds, Opetaia sent him to the canvas. And after the 8th round, Flanagan's corner decided to stop the fight. This victory added the vacant IBF Asia-Oceania Cruiserweight title to Opetaia's collection, as well as successfully defending his WBO Global Cruiserweight belt. In his next rematch with Benjamin Kelleher, which took place on October 22, 2020, Jai Opetaia once again demonstrated his power and superiority in the ring. This was his first fight after an 11-month, 6-day hiatus due to the pandemic.
Waiting a little bit too long.
From the very beginning, he dominated, controlling the fight and landing precise punches, despite Kelleher's efforts to fight back.
and he's crowding into...
Just having a look, second round was more action.
In the 5th round, Opetaia landed a significant blow that opened up a deep cut on Kelleher's face, which continued to bleed.
Kelleher tough, he's still coming forward.
Yeah, it's
two there.
moving well, looking good.
Jai Opetaia. Kelleher.
Time he was in the first fight.
In the 6th round, when the threat to Kelleher's health became evident, his corner decided to throw in the towel, stopping the fight.
He staggers forward, but he's taking lots of shots to the body as well.
He's taking a lot of shots.
He's
he looked
hurt
very
to the body
uncomfortable.
and hurt over the top, and that'll do it.
This allowed Jai Opetaia to win by technical knockout and defend his IBF Asia Oceania Cruiserweight and WBO Global Cruiserweight titles. With this victory, Jai improved his record to 20-0, 16 KOs.
His feet, his footwork is one of the best pound for pound in world boxing. The ways he glides in and out with such ease makes him a nightmare for his opponents.
His dominant streak continued in his fight with Daniel Russell, where a weight limit of 95 kilograms was set. In the second round, a powerful left hook sent Russell to the canvas. In the third round, after 2 knockdowns, the referee decided to stop the fight despite Russell's objections. Opetaia claimed the victory, bringing him closer to the most serious challenge of his career.
We've been training and working our off ever since I can remember. You know what I mean? Like, we were coming through the rankings, a lot of fucking dollar to our name, you know, struggling. And we waited for opportunities like that, you know? So it means too much to give up.
On July 2nd, 2022, in Gold Coast, Australia, Jai Opetaia faced the experienced Latvian Maris Briedis in a pivotal bout for the IBF World Cruiserweight title.
Briedis is an animal.
This was a fight that promised to be a true test for both fighters.
The Opetaia starts now.
So, man, I'm really excited.
From Opetaia. And again.
Both boys very cautious.
Picks him off with that left hand.
From the early rounds, Opetaia showcased his agility, speed, and excellent reaction, taking control of the fight.
There he goes.
Right hand open to the body from Briedis. And a left hand. Oh, good shot.
In the fourth round, the Australian shook Briedis, making him feel the pressure.
Exquisite left hand from Opetaia. Briedis jabs to the body. Opetaia comes. Uppercuts a beauty. He's hurt him and chasing.
However, the Latvian champion wasn't going to give up easily.
Body shots. 1-2. 1-2. And it's all because of Clinic who just takes a right.
In the second half of the fight, Briedis began to shift the momentum, using his experience and power to look for a way to win.
Counter left hand by Job.
Exceptional. Through a gap he saw.
By the middle of the fight, Opetaia was visibly fatigued, no longer able to throw punches as actively and relying more on defense, retreating and trying to avoid Briedis's powerful attacks.
Straight towards him, body shot, trying to close that gap. He's right. Oh, big right hand, but he's...
Despite the grueling battle, both fighters continued to fight through injuries. Opetaia with a double jaw fracture, and Briedis with a damaged hand.
Look at now, Opetaia. He throws it. The left hand will help. Opetaia cannot evades the uppercut. Another stand up to some of these shots. And what a fight we've seen.
After 12 intense and dramatic rounds, the judges delivered a decision that shocked many. Opetaia won, claiming the World Championship title and marking the fight as one of the biggest upsets of the year. A rematch was immediately scheduled, but in late August 2023, it was announced that Briedis had suffered an injury and would not be able to fight Opetaia. In response, the IBF offered the former champion to retain his mandatory challenger status, but only for the following year. At the same time, it was decided that the rematch would still take place, and Opetaia would have the opportunity to defend his title voluntarily against Jordan Thompson. On September 30th, 2023 in London, Jai Opetaia faced local challenger Jordan Thompson. From the very first seconds, it was clear that the level of the fighters was significantly different.
That front to the body, thinking.
In the first round, Thompson began to take hits, but the bell saved him, signaling the end of the round.
Managing to close the opening round. Back surprise back. End of the round. Going to get stopped.
In the second round, Opetaia continued to dominate, controlling the pace of the fight.
There he goes now.
Thompson couldn't find an answer to Opetaia's precise punches and powerful attack.
He's aggressive on the front, but Lobby are having an difference in there, but
in the third round, after a fierce exchange of punches, Jordan was knocked down. He managed to get up and continue the fight. At the beginning of the fourth round, the referee stopped the fight right after another knockdown, as Thompson didn't recover in time during the break. On December 19, 2023, Jai Opetaia decided to vacate the IBF World Cruiserweight title. This decision was due to pressure from the organization, which demanded an immediate rematch with Maris Briedis. However, the situation was unique. At the time of the IBF's ultimatum, Briedis himself was injured, and the champion would have had to wait for his recovery. Not wanting to delay his career, Opetaia chose not to agree to the condition and relinquished the title. After relinquishing the title, Jai Opetaia accepted an offer from the organizers of the Anthony Joshua vs. Otto Wallin super event in Riyadh and faced undefeated British boxer Ellis Zorro.
The latest step, Cruiserweight belt.
out there at the minute, a very good hand for Zorro.
The fight didn't last long. With just 10 seconds left in the first round, Opetaia landed a powerful left hook, knocking Zorro out and ending the bout early.
Oh, big shot! Zorro is out. Zorro is out.
You can kind of deliver that power that quick, that early, that aggressive. Problem.
He's already a legend.
On May 18th, 2024 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Jai Opetaia finally faced Maris Briedis in a highly anticipated rematch for the vacant IBF title and the Ring Magazine Championship, just before the main event between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury for the undisputed heavyweight title. From the very start of the fight, Opetaia displayed excellent movement, swiftly navigating the ring and throwing multiple combinations.
Second best. Not quick enough.
Briedis, on the other hand, struggled to find his rhythm and appeared uncertain for a long time, unable to impose his boxing style.
He was built for that quiet round from Opetaia. Come out with 10 of those in this fight.
However, by the end of the fight, the Latvian seemed to find a second wind. In the 10th round, Briedis stunned Opetaia, broke his face, and even sent him to the canvas, but the punch was ruled illegal. In the 11th round, Briedis once again rocked the Australian with an uppercut. And in the final round, he forced Opetaia to retreat. Despite the dramatic finale, Opetaia weathered the storm and won by unanimous decision with scores of 117 to 111, 116 to 112 twice.
I want to undisputed Cruiserweight champion, then we move up.
On September 25th, 2024, the IBF granted Jai Opetaia a delay in facing mandatory challenger Hussein Jinkara, allowing him to defend his title against Jack Massey.
Here we go.
Trying to find a rhythm. It's first thing.
Always seems to start. His second fight had a broken nose.
From the first seconds, Opetaia showed aggression, taking control and working as the aggressor.
It was a good, solid release.
Massey tried to counterattack but was noticeably slower and less mobile. By the 6th round, it was evident that the Brit was struggling. He was exhausted, throwing fewer punches, and statistically, he had absorbed nearly double the number of punches he landed.
He's struggling here, Massey.
Oh, nice right hand. That one really hurt Massey.
In the 6th round, Massey's corner threw in the towel, signaling the end of the fight.
Mouth busted. You're in charge of the piece. And you're throwing the bit to the body. So even though they're not loading up, that gives us a masterpiece.
On January 8th, 2025, in Broadbeach, Australia, Jai Opetaia was set to face mandatory challenger Hussein Jinkara for his IBF title. However, Jinkara suffered a leg injury, and in his place stepped 29-year-old New Zealand boxer David Nika.
The first 2 seconds of this not a cut. Jai, short. From his southpaw stance.
From the outset, the fight took on a more physical nature. Nika, despite the short notice, showcased his imposing size and adopted a middle-distance boxing strategy.
But he's coming in strong and fast early.
Opetaia, with quicker hands, successfully countered Nika's punches, landing more accurate and faster combinations.
He did, but Jai is vicious when he throws them.
The champion looked more confident, mixing up his attacks.
With the tassels. Cruiserweights. These could be the 2 best cruiserweights in the world.
By the middle of the 4th round, Opetaia had completely taken control of the fight, dominating in the ring.
Given a very, very good account of himself, but Jai just recover quickly. He's got to go to dark places.
At the end of the round, Opetaia dropped Nika with a right uppercut.
He's trying to get these 2 meeting together.
The challenger got up but was quickly knocked out after several heavy blows. The final left hook to the chin was decisive. Nika was knocked out cold, and medical assistance was required. After the victory, Opetaia mentioned in an interview that his goal was to become the undisputed champion in his weight class, following in the footsteps of Alexander Usyk.
Jai is going to pick up all the belts in the cruiserweight division to become undisputed, and then we want to push him into a fight with Alexander Usyk.
Jai Opetaia, the feared cruiserweight with an impressive future ahead. In the coming years, he could claim more titles and possibly move up to heavyweight.
I think he's ready to dominate the division.
Over the next 1 to 2 years, he will continue defending his titles and fighting the strongest opponents. As his popularity grows and with the desire for new challenges, he may eventually try his hand at heavyweight, though this would require him to gain more muscle mass.
I think Jai has the potential to go down as a pound-for-pound great.
If he keeps winning and delivering exciting fights, his name may become known worldwide. Do you think Opetaia can become the undisputed cruiserweight champion, or will he move to heavyweight? Share your thoughts in the comments.
I want an undisputed cruiserweight champion. Then we move up. We can go to bridgeweight, win a world title there. Go to heavyweight, win a world title there. I honestly believe I can do these things.